discussing what is NOA or Notice of Action, and as well as our K1 visa timeline. So at first, you can actually, or if you will notice that NOA is fondly called in the different discussion boards. So that's usually in Facebook groups or Reddit or things like that. But it actually means Notice of Action, and it is also dubbed as your Form I-797C. Now, so the USCIS will send Form I-797C, or your Notice of Action, to the applicant or the petitioner in order to communicate information that is related to your receipt, a rejection, a transfer, a reopening of a case, an appointment. It may be fingerprint, biometric capture, your interview schedule, or a rescheduled interview. And so in our case, this is our timeline from NOA 1 to our NOA 2. So we filed and we received our Form I-7, yes, Sammy, I-797C Notice of Action. Oops. And that it states here our notice date was on May 15, 2020, and they received it on May 12, 2020, but officially the receipt date is May 15. Now you could also see here your receipt number, where it will state or that receipt number is where you will be able to go online and check the status of your case. So it will also see here your petitioner's name and the payment information that includes your petition fee and the total balance. And then below it, you will also see here your name as the beneficiary, your date of birth, the country of birth. And so generally, it's just a very a normal paper, bond paper or A4 paper that contains the details. And you will see on top that it says here Form I-797 Notice of Action. Now, so we filed, take note, we filed on May 15, 2020. And then after really 8 months of just waiting, just checking over what's happening with our case online and going over it, after finally 8 months, that's still my cat, by the way. Then 8 months, on January 7, 2021, so May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. That's January 7. We received another NOA, but we call it NOA 2 because it's your second notice of action, but it's still the same. It's the Form I-797. It doesn't have the C in the end. Sorry about that. My cat dropped it. So this one has a C, the NOA 1, and then you receive a second one that is already your NOA 2. And it says here the notice type is called the approval notice. So it will show here your receipt number, your receive date, and that was also placed in your NOA 1. And then the notice date, where the day you receive your approval, and then the petitioner name, and then the beneficiary name, that's your name, and then the notice type. It will also show here the validity, which is from January 7, 2021 to May 6, 2021. Ideally, within those time, you should already receive a letter from the U.S. Embassy or the National Visa Center indicating that your documents has been sent, and later on you will be scheduled for an interview. So below here, it will already give you information that would say the above petition has been approved, and we have sent the original visa petition to the Department of State National Visa Center. And thus, the USCIS has completed all the action, and then all inquiries should be sent or directed to the NVC or the National Visa Center, because the NVC will now process all approved fiancé petition. Now, typically, the NVC should process and complete it within 2 to 4 weeks after receiving the petition from USCIS. Now, the NVC will then create a case record. Someone's calling. A case record with your petition information, and then the NVC will send the petition to the U.S. Embassy or consulate where you are as a beneficiary will be interviewed on that specific date. So, and then you will receive a notification by mail when NVC has sent your petition to the U.S. Embassy or consulate. That means in my previous video, I told you the instructions on how to answer is, or how to fill up your form is to really fill in properly the details of where your beneficiary is living, because you will also receive that letter by snail mail. And then after which you will have to be notified by your U.S. Embassy or consulate of when is your scheduled interview. So that could either be sent to your petitioner or to the beneficiary or both. So yeah, that is exactly our timeline from our notice date from filing the K1 visa from 2020. And then it took us 8 months of waiting, and we received our approval notice. After our approval, as my husband being active military, we also filed for an expedite, and I will be discussing that in my next video. So I hope you stay tuned and how we did it, and to continue discussing our timeline. So thanks and have a great day. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.